There is a small village near Tapu where two brothers named Sheena and Kiang live. Both were robbers. Sheena confuses the bread seller with her words and Kiang steals the bread, but then the police officer arrives there with his dog. While running, Sheena and Kiang reach the old railway track. That track was closed for years, but suddenly a train arrives. The officer, Sheena, and Kiang run to save their lives. The road ahead ends and they are about to fall down. Then the train suddenly stops and a little girl comes out of it, but the reality is something else. She is not an innocent girl, but an old woman. The girl who came on a mission to catch Suryavanshi Bhadak was Miss Knott. Seeing her beauty, the officer falls in love with her and takes a picture of her with his old camera. Miss Knott shows everyone a painting of an old house and asks about it. The bread seller says that the house has been empty for hundreds of years and that people say it is cursed. It would be better if you don't go there. Miss Knott gives her a gold coin and the bread seller takes her luggage and brings her home. Miss Knott gives the money and thinks of robbing Sheena. Longwei tells his friend that he is going to learn to fly soon. After that, he will leave this slum and travel the world, but his friend makes fun of him and says that he has been repeating this for a long time and that the emperor will never allow him to leave. Longwei ignores his words and goes up a tower, thinking about flying, but like every time, he is afraid to fall, so he cannot fly even if he wants to. Disappointed, he starts to leave. Then a group of Malad monkeys comes to the top. Longwei is shocked to see them fly because he had never seen a monkey flying before. General Dukmas's daughter, Erica, comes to the tower and looks around. Longwei hides as soon as he sees the group and tries to go in front of Erica, but the group flies away. Dukmas says to his soldiers that they have worked very hard and that they have not been out for a long time, so he brought them to Hawaii. Longwei laughs at his words because Dukmas didn't even tell them that they were not in Hawaii, but in China. Longwei tells Dukmas that he is the chief here and that Dukmas might be mistaken. Tabu is not in Hawaii, but in China. He welcomes wandering birds and allows them to stay for a few days. Dukmas gets angry because Longwei called him a wanderer. He threatens Longwei, but Longwei doesn't care. He says that Dukmas is in his kingdom and should respect the Mandarin king, otherwise he will be thrown out. Dukmas replies that the Melland are great warriors and warns Longwei. A fight breaks out and Dukmas easily defeats Longwei. Longwei gathers all the birds and plans to drive Melland away. He says the enemies are stronger and greater in number, but if they don't act, Tabu will be destroyed. The old servant suggests making a big sign with stones so the enemies understand and leave. The police officer is obsessed with Miss Knott and sits outside her house, asking his dog how to make her fall in love with him. He sees Sheena and Kiang sneaking into Miss Knott's garden. They find the same box where Miss Knott kept her money. As Sheena tries to open it, the officer arrives, takes a picture of them, and handcuffs them. Miss Knott comes out, and the officer tells her that they were trying to steal her belongings. Miss Knott says they are her companions and that she hired them. Sheena and Kiang are relieved. The officer leaves quietly but later returns, singing and dancing with his dog. Miss Knott shuts the door on his face. Miss Knott shows Sheena and Kiang a painting of a Suryavanshi Bhadak and orders them to catch it and bring it to her. If they succeed, she will make them rich, otherwise, they will not survive. They leave immediately, but the officer follows them in his boat. Kiang speeds up, Sheena falls into the water, and the boat crashes into a hut. Sheena cannot swim, so Kiang helps him. The officer arrives, but Kiang disguises himself as an old man, and the officer leaves, thinking he is harmless. Kiang saves Sheena, and a fish comes out with him. Sheena suggests cooking the fish and presenting it to Miss Knott instead of the Bhadak, hoping to fool her and get rich. Kiang agrees and prepares the fish dish. When they present it, Miss Knott becomes furious because she wanted the Bhadak alive. She realizes they tried to trick her and threatens to kill them if they fail again. Sheena realizes it won't be easy to escape her and starts searching for the Bhadak around Tapu. Meanwhile, Longwei wants to help his father fight Malard, but Pengli refuses to put him in danger. Longwei does not give up and sneaks into the old ship where Malard is hiding. Josh tells Douglas that Erica has left and must be punished. Douglas orders Erica to be locked in a room but says not to keep her locked for long and to tell her he had no choice. Josh locks Erica and tells her that the general only cares about his honor. Erica is hurt by this. Longwei is also in the same room and hears everything Josh says. He also takes Erica out of the room with the help of the toilet pipe so that they can roam freely. While flying, Erica says that her father took her around the world and brought her here, and now he worries just because she didn't listen to him. Longwei is surprised and says he can't believe she has seen the whole world because his father doesn't even take him out of Tapu and only tells him to follow old traditions. Erica replies that although Longwei can't travel the world, he at least has a place he can call home, while they don't have any place and always wander from one place to another. She says maybe their fathers are strange. Longwei says he hopes her father won't be like the madman who attacked his father. Hearing this, Erica gets very angry because Dukmas had attacked her father, so she leaves. The next morning, Pengli and his wife make a big sign with stones that says, "Go to your home." Dukmas gets very angry and starts changing the sign with his soldiers. Erica and Longwei are talking, but Dukmas and Pengli catch them and take them away. At night, Erica comes to Longwei again. They both start liking each other but are afraid to express their feelings, so they become good friends. Erika realizes that Longwei doesn't know how to fly and starts teaching him. At first, Longwei struggles a lot, collides with a mountain, and falls into the water. He becomes unconscious and starts floating with the water. Sheena and Qiang come near the pond and make a hole using dynamite, causing the water to drain out. Because of the water flow, Longwei gets stuck in the hole. Qiang pushes Sheena from behind, and Longwei comes out of the hole and starts flying. He becomes very happy and starts flying with Erika. Erika suggests that they leave the pond together and travel the world. Longwei also wants to travel, but he can't leave his father alone, so he refuses. Erika gets angry and leaves the pond. The next morning, Longwei goes to the pond to bathe, but the water is gone and he starts falling. He looks down and begins flying to avoid getting hurt. Longwei thinks Qiang did this to get him out of the pond, while Qiang believes he caused the water to disappear. In anger, Duckmas starts a war against the Mandarin ducks. Erika tries to explain, but Duckmas doesn't listen. Erika then makes a plan to stop him. Pengli also starts provoking his friends to fight the mallard ducks. Longwei says that Mallard is not at fault for the disappearance of the pond's water and that it all happened because of his own mistake. He suggests they shouldn't fight but instead become friends. Erika likes this idea, but Pengli strongly disagrees and warns that enemies can never be trusted. He says Longwei has misled the people and announces that he will punish him after the festival. Duckmas starts dancing like a Mandarin duck. No one understands his plan, but when he sees Erika, he speaks in his real voice. Pengli realizes the truth, kicks Duckmas into the pond, and traps him in a net. Erika understands Duckmas is in danger and rushes to save him. Suddenly, the sun begins to shine on Longwei's chest, revealing that he is the real Suryavanshi. Everyone learns that Pengli had been deceiving them for years by painting the sun on his chest. Longwei asks his father why the truth was hidden from him. He says he doesn't care about prophecies and that his friend needs help, then flies away. Pengli and the Mandarin ducks panic. Sheena happily takes Duckmas to Miss Knot because legends say if the Suryavanshi duck isn't brought to her, she won't spare them. Miss Knot is about to uncover the cage when a police officer arrives and insists on searching it. When the cloth is removed, Miss Knot sees Duckmas and pours water on him, revealing his true form. She gets angry at Sheena. Miss Knot sees Longwei outside with Erika and instantly recognizes him as the real Suryavanshi. She tricks the officer by intoxicating him with a strange flower fragrance and quietly sends him away. Erika tries to save Duckmas, but Miss Knot captures Longwei and locks him in a cage. Sheena asks for a reward, but Miss Knot refuses and instead offers money if she helps kill the Suryavanshi duck. She begins preparing her machine, and Sheena accidentally gets trapped inside it. Erika fails to free Longwei and Duckmas and goes to Tapu for help. Qiang hears noises but finds no one. Miss Knot captures him as well. Pengli, devastated, is reminded by an old servant that they must save Longwei to protect the world. Pengli agrees and starts teaching the Mandarin ducks how to fly. Meanwhile, Josh lies to the Mallard soldiers and declares himself general, claiming Duckmas is dead. Erika exposes the truth, but Josh imprisons her. Miss Knot brings Longwei to her house and starts absorbing the sun's energy. Duckmas escapes and ties Qiang. Erika returns with the Mallard ducks. Miss Knot attacks and reveals her true form. She absorbs more sun energy to become immortal. Penguins and mallards try to stop the antenna, but Miss Knot drives them away and electrifies the cage. Thinking he is doomed, Longwei confesses his love to Erika. With his helmet, Erika breaks the antenna, causing Miss Knot to age rapidly and lose power. Duckmas destroys the antenna, but Miss Knot activates another one, shrinking the sun and terrifying everyone. Miss Knot grabs Longwei, but suddenly the sun's energy transfers into him. He tells Erika to take everyone away and fix everything himself. His body ignites, causing a massive explosion that destroys the house. When the dust clears, Longwei is safe. Everyone celebrates the victory at Tapu. Josh is punished, peace is restored, and finally, Longwei leaves with Erika to travel the world. The movie ends happily. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel.